Raise the roof and ooh. Well, how 90s of us.
I know, and you are very 90s. I'm excited to talk about your hat.
I am very excited too.
Yes, it is Monday. We are getting ready to start the podcast. I got to put a little Aquaphor on. I started sneezing about an hour ago, and I realized I did not take my Claritin today.
I didn't. I forgot to take it too.
It is crazy. Like it's literally an hour after I don't take it, I feel it.
I feel dizzy with allergies.
I know, and it's so bad everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna give people a second to come on.
Speaking of 90s, look what I found in stuff.
Yes. Is it a VHS tape?
No, it was a promotional thing.
Oh, I'm like, what is that? We already have Orange Blossom and Tails, the fox in here. Thank you guys. We are at our regular time. There's no Seth, but he is probably doing something amazing. I'm assuming he's cruising. He's always going at it, but I have Adam.
Hello,
Are
everybody.
you ready to get this going?
I was born ready.
Yay. Okay, we're going to get this thing going.
Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding.
Welcome to the Attractions Podcast. You are all clear for dispatch. Have fun.
And welcome to the Attractions Podcast, sponsored by MEI and MEI-Travel. I am Carly.
And I'm Carly's husband.
Yes.
Otherwise known as Adam.
My husband is joining us today because Seth is out doing something fabulous. And we are here to talk to you about the latest and greatest in theme park news and a little more about what has been going on in our own lives. Adam, hello.
Yes. Hi.
Thank you.
It's just when you ask me to do the podcast, I get excited because I genuinely have fun.
Yes, it's fun. We're just talking about the things that we're doing anyway.
And the things that we love.
Things that we love. Speaking of things that we love, we did something together last weekend. Do you want to share where we went?
Yeah, I would love to share. Well, we went to Orlando.
Yes.
Shocker. But in Orlando, we went somewhere that we have never been before. And all I'll say is contender ready, gladiator ready. And that's where I got the hat.
Come a little closer because it's hard to see. Oh, now I can see. It says American Gladiators Orlando Live.
Yes, which, if for those that don't know, was a live stage show similar to like a Medieval Times or like a Pirate's Voyage that you'd get in Pigeon Forge. But it was American Gladiators, and the gladiators from the show, after the show was canceled on TV, all came to Orlando, and they did this amazing nightly show. The building still exists.
Yes.
And apparently the hats do too.
Yes. So this is really crazy. I have to give a shout out to my friend For the Love of Theme Parks, incredible YouTube channel. They made an amazing video about Pleasure Island recently that got like in the millions. Great work. And now they did a video about this live dinner show. So setting the scene, this was the 90s. Theme dining and dinner shows were kind of all the rage. So like you said, in Orlando, there was like Medieval Times, which obviously everyone knows, but then there were some more niche ones. I think there was like a Renaissance one. There was a lot, but
there was a biblical one too. I'm pretty
biblical. Sure. Yes, there was a biblical one, but one of the most ambitious was this American Gladiators Live. And For the Love of Theme Parks made this amazing historical video about it. Definitely check it out. But we learned that so the theater where it was held is now a church.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
Yeah. And anybody can go into a church, right?
Yes, anyone can go into a church. So this is in Kissimmee near Old Town, if you were familiar with the area. So we took a little side quest detour and we went into the church. How cool was going into the arena?
It was crazy because, it was one of those things where we felt like we were doing something wrong, but we weren't doing anything wrong. It's an open church. There was actually some rehearsals going on for what looked like a band or an orchestra with some teenagers who were all, I think, a little confused at what we were doing in there, gasping as we were inside this arena. But yeah,
we were nerding out.
I was nerding out. And by the way, nerding out so much that I have right here, I started going on a deep dive. These are all my DVDs of American Gladiators that I recorded.
What? Oh
Yeah,
my
so
God.
that's how excited I got. Now I'm gonna like digitize these. But yeah, it was so much fun. I mean, clearly one of my favorite shows growing up, and I'm glad I was able to share the love because you grew up watching it too, correct?
Yes. No, I loved it. And I think probably one of the coolest parts, not only seeing it, but we also learned that next door to this church, I believe it's called the Rock Church. If you go, be respectful, obviously, use your manners, go in. If you want to see it, go out.
Yeah,
But
do not joust. Do not joust.
do not joust. Do not go in an outfit. Go in, go out if you want to see it. Next door is a very long running discount merch store. I believe it used to be $1.99 or less. It's now $2.99 or less. So the craziest thing is that this closed in, I believe, 1996. So what is it? 30 years later, they're still selling the merch. So one more time, I need you to show off.
I couldn't believe how many. This is a brand. I'm going to take the hat off just to show everybody. I mean, this is spotless. I mean, it brand new. You got a hat. I got a hat. Your mom got a hat. Everybody we were with got one of these hats. They also sold these. I genuinely still don't even know what they are. They were like these sun visor things that said American Gladiators, which we got, even though we really didn't know what we were going to use them for. We still got them, but such a cool thing.
Yes, super cool. I mean, anyway, I would say go to the store if you need to buy souvenirs for people in Orlando, because they had really like everything and branded and really weird stuff. On top of that, we also had an epic day.
We did have an epic day. We went to Epic Universe on Sunday, not this past Sunday, the Sunday before that. And it was great because at least for me, the first time I went, I was working, I was covering it. Yep. So to be able to actually go and experience these attractions was truly amazing. I still think Monsters Unchained is by far not just the best ride in the park, the best ride I think I've ever been on, period. But it was cool to see and experience everything that Epic is all about. We had a good time, and we brought somebody that has never been before, so that's always fun to see it from a baby's eyes.
Yes, I mean, that was so exciting. And this was your first visit in 1 year. So the last time you were there were annual pass holder previews. We got Express and we rope dropped. How would you say the park experience was with rope dropping and Express?
I think it was great. And even, with Express, obviously when you're riding something as big as, the Harry Potter ride there, you're still going to have a little bit of a wait, but these queues are so beautiful that it doesn't even matter. I mean, there's always something to see, something to look at. And the thing that I think I like the most about this experience in Epic was I feel like we kind of created all of the portals equally. I feel like we kind of spent equal amount of time. Maybe a little more in Dark Monsters because we love Birding Blade Tavern, but I genuinely, my favorite portal keeps changing.
What is it now?
Still Dark Monsters.
For
a while,
Dark Universe, yes.
Dark Universe, yeah, thank you. But How to Train Your Dragon, I love. It's so beautiful.
Right. I can remove my own personal feelings and acknowledge that Isle of Berk is one of the best, most beautiful, most well done themed land in any theme park I've ever experienced. And I have to say about rope dropping, we got there maybe like we stayed on site at Dockside, our favorite budget-friendly hotel. So we had that early park entry, and combining that with Express, I think we rode everything by 1 p.m.
Yeah, and then we started going riding other stuff again. And that's kind of a nice thing when you get it all over with and you can actually just roam around and just sort of like you don't that pressure is off now. Which is
exactly.
good.
And it's a self-imposed pressure, but I know everyone else does that. We also got the chance to eat a lot of our favorite things and new to us. This was your first time at Blue Dragon.
Yeah, Blue Dragon. Wow. I mean, first of all, you just walk in and you look up and you see these neon signs, which the theming, I mean, my gosh, Universal does it right, but the food was so
We ordered
good.
The chicken chili oil wontons, which is a dish I've had before at Din Tai Fung, the popular chain that's also at Disneyland. This was better.
Yeah,
would you agree?
I know.
It was,
and they had some of our other favorites from Din Tai Fung, but you mix the theming in with a little sake as well.
Yes.
And
there were sake, maybe sake bombs, even though we did them separately. Because
we were very respectful. Let's just say that.
Yes.
But it's such a cool place. And I got to give a shout out to still my number one, Pizza Moon, but not the pizza. That my favorite thing on the menu is what I got this past time, and it was rigatoni in like a tomato sauce with ricotta cheese and these giant meatballs, which frankly, I can't even, we shared. I can't even believe this is an entree for one.
Yeah, the portions are huge. I got to have some of my favorite dishes again, and that includes in Das Steakhouse, which is in Dark Universe. There is a kids meatloaf, which is so weird because I don't like meatloaf. I don't eat it. You can test. I don't eat it in regular life.
I've never actually seen you eat meatloaf before this. I think
it's been 16 years. You've never seen me eat it. I will eat it in Darkmoor. It is grape jelly glazed. And the portion, I believe it was $8.99. I got the kids meal because we were trying to eat a lot of stuff. And never be ashamed if you're ordering quick service or mobile order, never be embarrassed to get a kids meal. Obviously you can't at a table service, but get the kids meal so you could try more things. It was amazing. I ate the entire thing. I also was reunited with my favorite Hunter's garlic steak pretzel at the Burning Blade Tavern.
Didn't you have 2 pretzels that day?
I did. I started for breakfast. I had the Frankenstein pretzel, also in Dark Universe. We ate a lot of things, and I hadn't been back in a while, so I had to have like some of my favorites that I've been craving. And of course, I am honestly living for when we could add this to our annual pass. I don't even need to go on the rides. I just want to vibe out.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
And I want to give a quick shout out just to the amazing, the way the QR codes work when you sit down at a table and you just scan and they bring it to you. To me, they've figured out a way to make it convenient where you don't feel like you have to order in advance. I absolutely love it.
Yes, I will say it. I have done it many times now at Epic, and it has been flawless every time. Quick. There's nothing worse than when you have your tray of food and you're doing that like walk of shame where you're like, where am I going to sit? Am I going to be confined to eating over a trash can because there's no seats? And with this system, you have to be seated because you have to put your table number. And I love it. And again, like I've done it a bunch in, I believe, every restaurant at Epic that you can do that at. And it has been, no joke, flawless every single time.
And for somebody like me that, as you know, has like, I cannot stand up and eat because it's genuinely like a digestion issue. I have to be seated. So like for me, even like on like a medical side, like, and obviously like I'm a very minor case, like imagine somebody who's handicapped or it's just, they've really figured out a way to cater to everyone's needs. And I love that.
I agree. It is a wonderful system. I want to see more parks using it. And we had just such a great time. So I cannot wait to be able to go in and pop in for like a drink at night and just enjoy the park at night. And surprisingly, we rope dropped and we stayed till the bitter end. I love Epic Universe. I think that was like my 8th time going, and I still love it. I am obsessed, and I'm so happy that we have a new theme park to explore.
I love it. By the way, you mentioned my hat. I love that hat when you wear that hat.
This is my favorite hat. It has cinnamon bread on it. It's actually not from Dollywood. It's from the sister park, Silver Dollar City, but Dollywood is starting to wisen up and make more cinnamon bread merch. Much of it I have purchased recently this season. So yeah, love it. And also you left me from Orlando. You had to go back to work.
I had to go back to work, and you certainly had some fun. Well, you were working obviously, but you had some fun as I was working.
Yes, absolutely. I stayed around because it was the 10th anniversary of Tiffin's, which is the signature table service restaurant at Disney's Animal Kingdom Park. And I went on this kind of fun food safari, and I was just counting how many items I ate in one day from breakfast to dinner. It was about 35 things.
Wow. Small bites.
Yes. Actually, I mean, I ate more than I was planning to, but it's just such a delicious park. Shout out to Yak and Yeti, which I know you love just as much as I do.
I love, and we both agree that it does not matter if it's August, that soup is still worth it to get.
Oh yes. I did order the wonton soup this last week, and it was 95 degrees out, and I didn't care because I was inside sitting, and it is just my favorite soup. I have to say, I got to try the new menu at Nomad Lounge. They did a huge revitalization of the menu, a lot of new items, a new dip for the churros. Highlights were the crispy chicken wings, which I loved. And I finally got to try at Terra Treats that viral cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich. Have you seen this?
I've seen it while you sent it to me. Yeah,
Yes,
and then
yes.
and I didn't know what was it too sweet or did you like it?
So you know me, I don't love sweets.
Yeah.
I ate like half the thing and I wasn't even anticipating it. It was amazing. Like a lot of times when things are hyped, especially in the theme parks with food, I'm like, how good can this be?
Right.
This was that good. Like I'm going to be back in Disney World soon and I'm like, can I sneak away and get this again because it was amazing.
Wow. And obviously you have all this gourmet food, but for the people that miss Pizza Rizzo, you can also go to Pizza Fari and you can sit down inside and eat just like Pizza Rizzo and get the exact same pizza. It still exists.
It still exists. Yeah, it exists there and still at Hollywood Studios. I actually got it recently. I got the pepperoni and sausage one with a little side Caesar salad. And I was like, I'm back to the days of the Muppets. I miss it so much. But yeah, so we had a fun week. And also going on this week is a lot of theme park news. So without further ado, let's get into the news in the queue. Okay, and sound the alarms. In just a few weeks, we will have a new attraction to enjoy at Disney's Hollywood Studios when Rock and Roller Coaster, starring the Muppets, opens. And we finally have a look at the guitar that's outside. It's the same guitar that was there when it was Aerosmith, but it got this magical mayhem multicolored design added onto it. And I am hyped.
I think it looks so pretty, and I just have to say, like, I feel like this is well, before Monsters Unchained came out, I always said that Rock and Roller Coaster is my favorite ride of all time because it's intense all the way through. It's fun, and this to me is the refresh that this ride needed. It's not a negative thing. This is all positive, and that's coming from someone that loves the ride. And I think you agree with that too, right?
I do agree with you. Yeah. So this is going to be opening May 26th. I'm very excited. Like you, this was a favorite ride of mine. And it's just getting kind of like a delicate refresh. You know, we're not talking a complete overhaul, but the magic of the Muppets and especially Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem is going to be infused with it. It's kind of this like backstage concert tour thing. And we are going to see this beautiful artwork used throughout. We know there's going to be celebrity appearances. There's going to be updated music and audio, a new prop and cue, and that famous pre-show that everyone always talked about is going to have an entirely new feel, obviously, with the Muppets. So I'm so excited, and I will be riding it very, very soon, and hopefully you'll get to ride it with me as well.
I am so jealous that you're going to ride it. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I just hope that somewhere they can sneak in. I got a really fast car. It's out in the alley.
I am anticipating Easter eggs already. We know that there's going to be, something from Muppet Vision 3D, which closed. So I am hoping there's going to be some sort of Aerosmith detailing stuck in there somewhere. I mean, it's so overwhelming when you go on these new rides because you're like just sensory overload and you're looking around. So it's so easy to miss. So hopefully we will discover what those are.
I was thinking, they've obviously announced Neil Patrick Harris, John Stamos, and a few other people
Darren
that
Criss,
are Darren Criss. Could you imagine if all of a sudden you see Steven Tyler and he's one of the people?
That would be why. I mean, it could happen. Yeah. I mean, they got Weird Al too, which I am like hyped about. Yeah. This is going to be very exciting. This is opening officially May 26th. Details are already out for cast member previews, which I believe start this week or this coming weekend. And there's annual pass holder previews. This is going to be a hot ticket. And I'm so excited because I feel like kids these days, maybe they don't know about the Muppets, but their parents do. So we're kind of continuing for generations to come the love of the Muppets, and why not? They're so wholesome.
They're wholesome, but also for adults, I think, and that's very hard to do.
Yes, absolutely. Animal has quickly become my favorite. And so we know he's going to be a part of this, which makes me really excited. So I'm sure we are going to have full review video of the queue up on attraction. So stay tuned because that is coming up
Do,
very
do you
soon.
know, will there still be a single rider option?
I have to check the app, but I'm going to assume that they're going to work the same, the same queue and the same way they had the line structured. They're also going to have that offered. So that's a wonderful thing because we would do that sometimes because
Yeah.
this is very popular. It's a great roller coaster.
And if they do have it, it's a good way for somebody to ride the ride quicker.
Yes,
Yeah.
we love a single rider. I don't need to sit with anyone. So I'm really happy. And May 26th, everyone will be able to enjoy this. And
Waka,
if
waka,
you-
waka.
Waka waka. If you are headed to Orlando this summer, there's a lot of things happening that are new at Walt Disney World, but not only there, we also have SeaWorld Orlando. And we have this wonderful article up from our editor, Danny, that is sharing all about the upgrades that are coming this year, debut of new attractions, and kind of how to enjoy your time in the park after hours. And this is a great way. A lot of times in the summer, it's hot. I'm not going to lie. So I may go to the park in the morning and then kind of bounce by the afternoon because it's just so hot. So they're kind of implementing all these new entertainment, including glowing dance parties, cirque performances, drones, as kind of a way to get guests to stay in the park maybe a little bit later than usual, or maybe that they were planning. And so a few of these things, what I think is the most interesting is there's now nighttime animal presentations. And this is the return of something that has been missing for years. So it's a way to see animals and these amazing shows, but, kind of with a different vantage point. The sun is down, it's a little cooler out. And this includes Shamu Celebration, Light Up the Night, Sea Lions Tonight, and Dolphins Touch the Sky. I think we are overdue for a return to SeaWorld.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's interesting because when you think of a show with Shamu or dolphins, you never think about it happening at night. So I think
Yes.
that's going to be really cool. The thing that I'm wondering about this is how much behind the scenes training has to go on to change an animal's body clock.
That's an interesting point. Yeah. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. I mean, this is such a game changer. And again, like maybe skip the park during the day and come at night, because I would love to see them in under this light, lack of light, it's dark. And then also another reason to stay, there's going to be an all new drone show featuring hundreds of synchronized drones, and they're going to form all these really cute sea creatures and ocean scenes. So that's something fun to do. Also returning this summer is Expedition Odyssey, Fire and Ice. This has been revamped. We also have Club Seaglow returning with a DJ, and there's lots of really fun costumes and whatnot. There's a new indoor cirque style production called Hydro Surge. And again, this is all happening at SeaWorld Orlando. You're definitely going to want to check through this article because we have all the details on what you can expect and why you should, maybe push your kids to stay a little bit longer, give them an afternoon nap. And Danny did a great breakdown of maybe what's worth your while and maybe some things to skip.
When Carly says give the kids an afternoon nap, she actually means me.
Yes, put them down for their 3 p.m.,
Expedition Odyssey, Fire and Ice, no relation to Dueling Dragons.
No relation to Dueling and Dragons. I wish. Gosh, I missed that ride so much. We are now headed to the West Coast to Six Flags Magic Mountain, where they have done something really cool for America's upcoming 250th anniversary. So one of their most iconic roller coasters, the New Revolution, is turning 50. And as a way to celebrate that and the 250th of the country, they have changed the name back to the Great American Revolution. And this is so interesting because I did not realize that when this opened on May 8th, 1975, this made history as the world's first modern looping roller coaster. And I kind of love that we're seeing this trend with parks really honoring their legacy and tapping into that nostalgia. And that's what so many of us crave as theme park fans. It's something that reminds us of a different day.
When I read about this, which again, like super cool, I thought about my favorite rides at some other classic parks, and it's not always the latest and greatest. Like I love Hershey Park Super Duper Looper, which was
Yep.
also a very early looping. It's just that one loop. So I think that's really cool that they're honoring their legacy. I'm just waiting for Disney MGM Studios to come back with that name, just to honor that legacy.
I absolutely wish, we love a good history. Some facts about the ride: more than 45 million guests have experienced this since its opening. It reaches speeds of 55 miles per hour. And something I didn't know is that it appeared in the 1983 film National Lampoon's Vacation. Did you know this?
I did. I didn't remember which one it was, but that makes sense because it wouldn't be European, it wouldn't be Vegas, and it wouldn't be Christmas. So I feel like everybody's so familiar with Christmas Vacation more than the other ones.
I love Christmas
Vacation.
We need to give it a watch. And also, it's really cool because Six Flags Magic Mountain is used in a ton of movies and films because obviously it's just outside of Los Angeles. I know you filmed something there.
Yeah, I filmed. I was the supervising producer on a game show called Fact or Crap, and it was for YouTube, and it was a game. It was based on a board game from Spin Master, and they created a production company, and I was one of the producers on the show. But yeah, it was so cool. It was the only time I ever filmed anything there, and I should go back. By the way, I also have to mention that their water park is fantastic.
I've never been.
Yeah, Hurricane Harbor at Magic Mountain is amazing.
Well, we do have that Six Flags National Pass, so I think we are overdue for a trip back to LA going here. And if you are planning on heading to Magic Mountain and you want to enjoy this limited time experience and the roller coaster, there is going to be a pass holder exclusive ride time in the morning of July 4th. Very appropriate. So please go ride it. Let us know what you think. And we gotta head there. I don't think I've ever been to Magic Mountain, which is bonkers.
Yeah, I mean, it's not far. It's in Valencia. It's not far from LA. Very easy to get to. So we should do it.
Absolutely. And speaking of Six Flags parks, we also have a bunch of summer lineup news for King's Dominion in Virginia, which we have driven past, but it's always been around the holidays when it's already closed for the season. But this is definitely a park that is on my radar. And their expanded live entertainment for the summer includes a drone and fireworks show, an outdoor percussion show, a water parade, and live music. This Cirque show, which will return, is elevated. They're kind of doing a new theatrical experience. And this is all based on guest feedback. And Six Flags, as you know, going through a lot of changes. They got rid of the park presidents. Now they brought them back. And I think their goal now is they realize that a lot of these Six Flags parks, the guests attending are regulars. They're locals in the area. And what do locals want is new reasons to return. And this is limited time festivals, seasonal entertainment offerings. And I love that they're really kind of going in on this. And so for summer, like I said, there is a Jungle X percussion show, a rolling water parade called Splash Water Parade. They're going to feature local and regional bands, and Star Spangled Nights, which is the park's annual fireworks show, is going to return July 4th and 5th. And so we got to get there, I think.
Yeah, I guess you got to be in Valencia, California to ride the coaster in the morning and then hop on a flight to Virginia to see Star Spangled Nights.
I wonder if we can make it work.
If anybody could, it would be us. We've done Universal Florida and Hollywood in one day.
That is true. Yes, we did spend one day hitting both coast to coast Universal. So this will be our new goal. And if you have younger kids, there's also fun for you too that doesn't involve, thrilling roller coasters, because Peppa Pig theme park in Florida is going to introduce a brand new limited time seasonal celebration called the Pig Family Travel Adventure. And this is a new interactive event designed just for preschoolers. I actually got to go to this park when it opened. It's a micro park, super easy to do in a few hours, and it's absolutely adorable. I got to meet Peppa Pig, got to go on the baby roller coaster there. And now a good reason to come back is this new event that is running from May 23rd through June 28th. And so they're really trying to also tap into these limited time experiences. And this is sort of like, imagine it like a scavenger hunt. So you're going to be presented with this park-wide passport, and it's going to guide you and your family across 5 themed activity zones. And there's going to be special photo opportunities, the opportunity to meet Peppa Pig, and it looks actually really cute.
Yeah, it does, and educational too, which I think is fun, but masked with a little education too, because you're traveling around the world, and I think that's something that every kid should experience.
Absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up. So the themed areas that you will be traveling to include Australia, where you will spot sea animals; China, well, they will be building pieces of the Great Wall with these foam blocks; France, South Pole, and of course the USA. That kind of ties into the 250th, and you're going to have to complete a puzzle inspired by iconic American landscapes. So this is so fun. It's a great park, and if you aren't familiar, it is on the same campus as Legoland, Florida, so you can kind of pair it all together, and even better, stay on site, because the hotels, I know you haven't stayed with me, but
No, not yet.
I got to stay with my sister at Legoland, New York, and these are like wild hotels. Like it's so immersively themed, and I know we love our theming. So
Didn't you tell me that at the park that they don't serve bacon or ham?
that is correct. So there is a quick service restaurant in the park, and I thought one of my favorite details was that they do not serve pork products, or maybe there could be like pork fat in the sauce, but they're not going to serve like, pork sausage, like nothing overtly pork,
Yeah.
which I thought is hilarious. But this is an adorable park. So that was it for the news in the queue. I want to share a little bit about our Epic Universe magazine.
Our Epic Universe magazine is the ultimate grand opening souvenir for Orlando's newest theme park. It's got 64 pages of photos, vacation planning advice, and behind-the-scenes secrets from all 5 portals: Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Celestial Park. It's not every day a new theme park opens in Orlando, so mark the moment and celebrate history with the Attractions Magazine Epic Universe Grand Opening issue, now available at attractionsmagazine.com.
Yes, would love for you guys to purchase it. I contributed a few of the food stories, so I've eaten everywhere. So definitely check it out if you are headed there. And before we get into our main attraction, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
The Attractions Podcast is brought to you by MEI and MEI-Travel. Whether your next vacation is a magical trip to the theme parks, an exciting adventure to the pyramids of Egypt, or just a relaxing cruise on the turquoise waters of the Bahamas, MEI-Travel provides premium service and expert advice to help you get the most of your vacation. They are always free of any hidden fees or costs to you. Visit them at MEI-Travel.com.
It's time for the main attraction!
Okay, this was news that I did not see coming. Universal Orlando Resort is obviously in this great growth period. We have Epic Universe. We have a lot of changes coming. Rip Ride Rocket closed. We're getting a new Fast and Furious coaster. Nothing is safe. And now one of the longest running of like original Universal identity is closing, and I did not expect this. So if you are familiar with the famed Mythos restaurant that is in Universal Island of Adventure, they have announced that this will close in 2027 as part of a phased redevelopment of the Lost Continent, and it will be becoming a new themed area. Obviously, there's already a lot of change in motion in that land, but I'm shocked, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty surprised because, if you've walked by, even if you haven't eaten there, if you've walked by this restaurant, there is a sign that says, always voted best theme park restaurant. So I would not be surprised if maybe this pops up somewhere else.
Yeah, I hope the spirit of it lives on. It is just, first off, so beautiful. And, this is not from an IP. This is fully Universal Creative, whipping up their own ideas, and it is just like magnificent, beautiful structurally. And the rest of the park is heavy into comic books, famous IPs, Jurassic now, Harry
This is the
Potter.
only one. This is the only original.
Yeah, so that's definitely a kind of stings a lot, because a lot of us love seeing that original ideas, and now it's going to be more IP. In the comments, we had Carmine Dino Productions mention about some of the single IP based that we might see here. And the word on the street is that this land is going to be Pokemon. So we don't know. I mean, all we have seen is like permits are filing, change is happening, but we don't know what it will be. But I guess we have to start getting into like Pokemon, right? Maybe.
I mean,
yes. I think people will love it, but again, this stings. Mythos, if you were ever been inside, you're like in a cavern. You know, there's waterfalls, rock formations. It's very fantasy inspired. And again, like you said, this was named the best theme park restaurant. This is just some of the changes that we are going to see. We also have Thunder Falls Terrace. That is going to become, so now that we're losing Mythos, which was the park's like flagship signature full service dining restaurant, they have announced that Thunder Falls Terrace, which is right next to the Jurassic Park River Adventure, that's going to close this summer, but reopen in 2027 as a new signature full service restaurant. So that got me excited. I love having full restaurants.
I love, especially in the summertime when it's so hot out, it's nice to just sit down.
Yes, I agree with you. I think there's like nothing that could save your theme park day more than sitting inside for like an hour and a half and doing a proper lunch, drinking a lot of water. And so I'm excited to see what we're going to get. I have no idea. They didn't really announce anything other than it's changing. In the meantime, where should folks eat at Islands of Adventure if they want a full service meal?
If they want a full service meal,
what's our favorite?
All you got to do is go right through the port of entry, and you pass the Christmas shop, you pass all that stuff, and on your right, what restaurant is there?
Confisco's. Yes.
And a shout out to Don, who is one of our
shout out to Don, our favorite wait staff over there. That is honestly such a hidden gem and always kind of has been like second fiddle to Mythos. It's obviously not as grand inside, but the food is solid. I think we've eaten there at least a dozen, 2 dozen times. Always been a great experience. And they're very good about changing the menu seasonally and adding new things while keeping some of the favorites. My favorite thing to always try is they do a seasonal hummus with different like flavors inspired by the seasons. They do like a pumpkin one in the fall. It's so good. So if you are needing a full service dining experience at Islands of Adventure, highly, highly suggest Confisco's. They also will often open the second floor only to annual pass holders. So I know that's where you and I like to go because you have this awesome view of the Velocicoaster and its top hat from up there. And it's just beautiful.
I love that place so much. Yeah. Highly recommend.
Me too. And so with that great loss of Mythos, we have been thinking about another like fan favorite spot in the Lost Continent, and that is the Mystic Fountains. So if you have ever been there, you're going from the Lost Continent, heading to the Wizarding World. This has been a fan favorite because the fountain talks to you.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it just, that's one of those little things that I'm kind of sad to see go. And, we've had similar interactions like with Donkey from Shrek. So that the idea will still exist in some way, shape, or form, but a fountain talking to you and going, "Hey, nice hat. I love American Gladiators." I mean, that's just fun.
Absolutely. Like you just said, a live performer is behind this. And these are like the little gems of the theme park experience that differentiate these parks, from some other parks, is these little details and these little moments that mean just as much as getting on your favorite ride. And I know people have made it their tradition to go to the fountain. They may have a funny banter with them. The fountain may squirt water on you. It's kind of just become this awesome tradition. And we have a great video up. And honestly, I did not know that there was a charity component. Did you?
I had no clue.
I know. And I couldn't believe it. So obviously it's a fountain. So a lot of people are going to be throwing their coins in, wishing good luck and making wishes. But also I did not know that the coins money that's thrown into the Mystic Fountain is donated to Give Kids the World, which is an incredible organization that grants, Make-A-Wish style vacations to kids, suffering from illness. So that is such an amazing thing. And we don't have any official details of when this is closing, but we have seen posts circulating on the UOAP group, as well as heard from some, team members, and they say that this could be closing as soon as May 15th. So I hope that if this does close, it will be reborn into something else, somewhere else, because again, these magical moments are really what make the theme park experience so special.
Maybe we'll be talking to Pikachu.
I guess I'm gonna have to get on board with the fandom. We'll have to learn a lot from your coworker Michael, who is obsessed with Pokemon.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sure it might take years to learn.
Yes,
but.
it might take years to catch up, but we will keep you posted as soon as we hear anything. And this wasn't in the news in the queue, but I did want to mention there were some exciting news from Disney Plus this past Friday.
Yeah.
Do you want to share what that was?
Yep. Oasis have partnered with Disney Plus and will be having a documentary worldwide, not just Disney Plus America or the UK, a worldwide documentary from the Oasis Live 25 tour that we got to see together at the Rose Bowl. And Oasis is one of our favorite bands, so to see the Gallagher brothers and the whole band partnering with Disney is really exciting.
Yes, we will keep you posted when we hear more details. It's coming to theaters, I believe, in the fall, and then it will be headed to Disney Plus, so you can watch at home later that year. Thank you all so much for joining us this fabulous Monday. Before we go, we want to thank our sponsor, MEI and MEI-Travel, and be sure to pick up a copy of our Epic Universe magazine. I want to remind everyone to please give us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to us, and give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. You can follow all of us at attractionsmagazine.com and search for Attractions Magazine on your favorite social media accounts. Adam, thank you so much for joining me.
Always fun.
Yes.
Always fun. We would do our own podcast whether we were rolling or not. So
yes, that is true. Basically, we were just chit-chatting about all this stuff anyway. Where can people find you?
On Instagram at Adam Wurtzel, X, even though I don't do as much on X. And then I am on a morning show here in Charlotte, North Carolina called Rising. You can download the WCCB Charlotte app nationwide to watch that, as well as Queen City Country every week on Heartland Network.
Amazing. And you could follow me at Adventures by Carly. Next week, I'm just going to give you a heads up. We are headed to Walt Disney World, the attractions staff, because we will be celebrating the kickoff of summer, which means getting to experience the new Muppets coaster, Big Thunder Mountain, which just reopened after reimagining, and kind of give everyone a preview of what they can expect if they are headed to Walt Disney World this summer. I am so excited. It's going to be a packed week, but I can't wait to experience everything. Obviously, I'm most hyped for the Muppets. So with that being said, I will be recording the podcast on Sunday instead of Monday. So if you want to join us live, please tune in on Sunday. And until then, I hope everyone stays safe, try something new, but most importantly, have fun, and we will see you next time. Bye. Woohoo!
Yay!